the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Former national organizer and national youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party, former CEO of National Lotteries Authority, Honorable Sammy Awuku, NEOB Edin Komona. Currently, one Hawa Koomson and Akupiemu wo hospital. All kasa na Hawa Koomson kra kasa ewe echire. Na ye bekwa kotie conversation on OBD as at one Hawa Koomson war hospital this year. Hawa Koomson acquire offer so after the incident of over 60 and for free pickups mu PM wa Ablekumanota kwahwehwe no ebo no pransam ebikura etuye head bate Hawa Koomson per reporter after the conversation with Honorable Sammy Awuku Miracles Abuaje bewa osena 3 nkrofo miensa na tags no omo targete ono Miracles Abuache na Sammy Awuku na Hawa Koomson na even nipa ono nso omsaka na ombon no pa Dakwa Newman ono nso former member of parliament of the New Patriotic Party omko PMO Ablekumanot into wow we penny be of the New Patriotic Party we member of parliament we parliamentary candidate we former executive of the New Patriotic Party uko PMO Ablekumanot de omuna face heavily armed tags ewo Ablekumanot yenkotie obi ene Sammy Awuku nkomodi amudi fa the recent attacks on Hawa Koomson.
Equiapim North constituency. Sammy Akwa better saying. Hello, Sammy Awuku.
Yeah, I'm talking about
na it's saying.
Eboko.
Oda so Ablekumanot and awefio.
Oh, no, within the catchment, you say I'm a baby Honorable Hawa Koomson. And the neighbor hospital, baby.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I feel I'm a do.
As a former youth leader, a former national organizer, when elections in this country,
well, I don't think there's a violence we need necessary. We're at the center of the capital. And 19 stations strong in areas that predominantly in IMPP, they are yet winning. But I mean, say there's a subtle attempt to justify me a cause of any the unprovoked, unwarranted attacks on Honorable Hawa Koomson and the candidates. In fact, me from morning 6:30 o'clock. Many polling stations now. We're going from polling station to polling station. And you see, you could pay maybe I am Mercedes you know. Now the significance of that place is that a honor and this phone says are collated seats near anything seats near the other no. In that same place. At the same place now, when it's saying, "Today I could your bon come kama." Na BBI okay. Am I party ways? It's if you know na Miracles. The friend no cousin. I said, and so for. I said, for be the chairman. Now they are more instructions. I'm more less Hawa or no Miracles. And I mean, yeah. So what he had was that Sammy Awuku Miracles said how no more show. The Miracles said he was granting an interview. In 30 seconds. I've gone straight to our house and yes, we had to car, many a case here, another place. If you ask me, I don't think that there's a lesson. To me, you know, when my attention was drawn to it, the friend, Mr. Fabandi, Mr. Frey Akugam. I said, no, be I any I'm born for Moses here. Then, as I say, that's sorry. No. Champion Hawa.
Yes, Sammy Awuku. Hello?
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, too much. How are you? Too much. Resilience.
Now, Sammy, what do Honorable Hawa Koomson wana?
I'm doing.
Ewo hospital ho. Na ye betimi na kasa.
Baby,
Oh, okay. But ne ho te saying.
Oh yeah, I'm doctor for
Mate. And okay. It is not my final question. What drew away the monitor? No, what me atwa so. My final question would be, sir.
About final question.
Okay.
To me, I'm afraid Mustafa Grande, and I'm afraid Akogan. Na share about more camera. Even when I party ways, Mama Kofakobo. Union Momai down with
Nsem-Pii FM.
And I say, oh, where they brought me away. And I said, no, then he should cross check. The cranny also said to car and then call for Bahonum to also try and also call their boys to order. If you and I call back to your campaign office, the candidates in the campaign office on. And your name penny for so together with the candidates and Dr. Brian Champ on constituency executives and the national youth organizer and name open so together with almost about 100 of our people. Yes, I go back to the scene to find out the union no they are okay and if police have been able to restore calm. And another they had also resumed voting not police for maintaining law and order. But let me emphasize that this violence is unnecessary. But the NDC, we shall remember. We shall remember.
Mobekai the SCN.
Gebekai.
But that will mean that the vicious cycle. Remember. The vicious cycle no will continue.
And that's not a repetition. They said, but we shall remember. The way President Mahama, Kai Ayawaso, or Kai Techimana. And every day no crime, we shall remember. Crime they need expiry date, and this is a milk powder, and this is Milo. We shall remember. Yeah. Because it is clear that when they asked the NPP to sign the anti-vigilantism pact, Rantia and the parties who buying in a NPP G2. Manti kuku na way no MPP can say for the sake of our country. So more dear. It is clear the NDC did not go by the gentleman's agreement, which is unfortunate. And that is a very serious threat to our democracy. Because Anyama Weko Obi, a man for the administrators of the political parties, especially the NPP leadership,
Nsem-Pii FM,
to even call their supporters to order. To call these supporters to order. But if you see the blatant violation of electoral rules, and strangely, man on our bomb, your candidate, that one human. Colleague member. And I see it as an unfortunate act. And I like the video I've seen from the former vice president, also asking His Excellency the president to call his tax to order.
Yeah, but no, Honorable Sam George said the former vice president should shut up. They were one Kasa in 2019.
Forget Sam George. Sam George, I won't dwell on his post and statement. But the American is Dr. Bamian's statement and also emphasizing, say, no matter how long it takes, the perpetrators of this act, we shall remember. And for all those who must act in defense and the protection of people's human rights, if you do a good job, we shall remember. If you don't do a good job, NPP shall remember. 2029, we shall remember.
Sammy Nasi, Bibiani Ebesia din Komobio. Why? Yeah, that's a pass. Sammy Awuku, a former national organizer, former national youth organizer, currently the MP for Kwapim North constituency. Until now, let's come back in the studio. Miracles, why you post bebre on the SC who you post ni na wo hye hen ebi mu se na wo hye dem baby na wo no wo kura wo phone na wo post sa na wo wen
be say fitiano pa almost every channel you see me on.
Yeah, now also.
I think that's the response. And see, this is what happened. Okay. Anopano me call Odoko Methodist. In fact, that was after I'd gone to about 6 other polling stations. But me do Odoko Methodist, I'm decided to be because Odoko Methodist one any election you cry 25 and NDC for your 2 December 7th. Omoko she pink sheet. That was the place, that location. I was our police station, was our school name. No more share no. Inti me kodu wope na MPP for ne be catch and say organizer now no lead and this organizer no lead he's on video after December year coalition December 7th or tete pink sheet him now he's on video no oni MPP for ne bia clash or community nim age album MPP for ne year get out to vote house to attitude and they want to beat him up and I make catch am say ehun because as that time na battle no koso boko a bibia kra NC nti me honorable Hawa Koomson Dakwa Newman ene ye wo ho ena candidate no honorable Ekafriye ene honorable Sammy Awuku ebae nton be kan ho infa on bae kra nyina ho a ye bon komo ye ni police for ye ni electoral commission agent ye ni NDC agent ko na edi ngomo ye nyina na ejejira ho ena Mustafa Bande ebe kan ho enti Mustafa Bande bae no many Mustafa Bande crowd say ni yanse gu ye komu Mustafa Bande sada me komu say and I'm so sada no komu and they grant interview no together so that standing interview no crowd was like a panel okakakra the makakakra all the cameras were in front of us ye din komoni mu ana Anthony nupanu eba
ono so be ka mo
ebe ka ho and then Anthony nupanu ne Mustafa Bande nyina ejira nti ye nyina na ye ka say eye yenko eti ye nyina na ye pie na ye begina school nanim in front of the gates police for the gate na no na ye ko gina anim enti ejira na akuga no so ebe ka ho enti akuga no by na we all there having a very healthy conversation which we even thought it was good for the optics because then it's easy tension and all of that and I think the Greater Accra Regional Women Organizers so by enti no kwa beto ye no so see fam and obeka nyina no ye di nkomo ti ye di nkomo ni nyina wie no na candidate no and Sammy Awuku say they were moving to the next polling stations. In Tomuka so more call the next polling stations no. And Memeka say oh Sadia you moving around a lot of the polling stations Sadia ye bet twen wa ha na yaboa ahwe niema wa nti eka me honorable Hawa Koomson honorable Dakwa Newman ye miensa and Dakwa yes Dakwa Newman kwa dey or your agent
okay
into no cry agent tagger or the second agent was Odoko Methodist polling station. Okay. But the rule at the polling station was that at any point in time, only one party's agent will be there. Okay. And see, Honorable Dakwa Newman Hawa Koomson, ejine chi edin komo. And me so me jina gate na no. Enti me jina ho na. In fact, at that point, it was the Joy News reporter. Okay. Medana say, me I can tell you say nipa no pay o sebi me. Nipa mienu police ni bakwa minim ni din any Jackie
Joy News
correspondent she doesn't even know what she did for me but I'll tell her later into my we are measured up the time permit na ko dinner na ma dana say enti Jude Duncan City TV interviewer many ni gina ye kasa interview no crampon it wasn't on a specific matter it was basically like commentary
general way okay
enti e gina ho na gentleman bi ba ye no say Munjai Sammy Awuku ni miracles no omo wan omo ye de wa ha nti no kasa o road nim and in fact we ignored him we didn't even respond okay nti some of our boys decided to react okay any say Munjai and because obia mbeto aba police for jira ha be obia ho ban obia mbeto aba then the guy was still going on with the rant but we ignored him completely so we continued with the interview other media houses with the microphone on camera back home nti yegu so aye kasa no within 3-4 minutes and you say pickups by 6 about pack e wo kwan nim but it wasn't unusual because people come in and go I mean party for monitoring there so it wasn't something that we thought it was anything unusual but for some reason omu see ya no omu nyina si omu ti ase and they were
free pickup
omu nyina si pick up in omu si omu ti ase and they came straight at the police for omu ja gate na no ye be 30 ino mu krentuo any sekan
police for an boy
boys they civic so they're holding guns and cutlasses. It is, to be honest, maybe who guns and cutlasses, but I'm saying these are not the usual party monitoring group. And see, I was still watching them and talking. To be very honest, police in back home, and he did very well. Actually, say miracles, bro. Kakra. And I'm a komechi. Eti Judan can ehu group no. E mani microphone no. Every man no kasa. And the camera no. E ko chere boys na e ba no so. Eti omu bowra police for them no. The police remember. Omu crashe. Omu kro msa shisho mutemu. And duya kro omu nkrebi. There are 60, and I'm giving you a specific number because I asked their leader, 60 policemen in an air water station. And my cramika, I say, my phone ba almost all police for Brano Muyum Shishomo. In the cramika, now police station ba cope and a police for baby, police for no cry yard or so crossing album Nipa Nebetwabano. And it was a worry. Ye jina ho ye din common na boys in the bull right. Tomu do police in the back. And I just almost or stop you. No born the chest, and a police in the top him. Into a pin police in the chest and or top him. And no munina movie. To be very fair, police for in BM.
Say Omo messing
because and you couldn't blame them. Because Omo Krentuo and in second police for no BM crash Omo crash Omo pocket and you can't blame them. They were helpless. Not armed, helpless. You know, compound. Into compound, you know, what happened was that they went straight to Hawa Koomson. A few of the policemen tried to stop them, you know, in front. But omuchi form so. And omuchi omumumi ensa. Group ba ko eka wo gate na no e kwa anymore omubu whoever they can identify. And at the second group, e call polling station materials in mu pia ballot boxes no egu baby by electoral commission for no yade omu di kan sesa electoral materials e shefira so amemu ndomu pia omu na mani nyina shefira so no mo fire. But you see, because the place is chaotic, unless you are a target, you can find a way to move around. It's electoral commission for no yade, they quickly pick the materials and then omu kope classroom mo baby then they went straight to Hawa Koomson. So the first gentleman slapped Hawa Koomson from the front. And abako and as someone came home, say only Jackie Kasa. Jackie has the footage from the first slap to the multiple slaps. Into a bona sumuno, and abako so bona sum finechi. In the Hawa Koomson, pepper spray. You know, spray gun from him. Into a spray gun from him, and the man the chance not to on kakra. I yes idea, I can tell you that they would have killed her right there. Because the initial movement on Hawa Koomson, it was like 30 people. Eti sa pepper spray na o spray no ene ma omu nyina ya den ekomachi to omu komachi no ena gentleman baku hu say pepper spray no atmosphere nim enti of fly o she white smoke ena of fly ya fie chire say he was going to headbutt Hawa Koomson ena Hawa Koomson ko nachi. In fact ni tinu kraka Hawa Koomson kakra ena ko nachi ena fe de omu nyina ko gu Hawa Koomson so obi, to be very honest, nyankopon ko an save mama no. For 5 to 10 minutes, Hawa Koomson was on the floor. Police found the crampono. They had to retreat and rethink before they came in. It's before police found the go Hawa Koomson won't say omo be saving no more brobe 10 minutes. Eti na yasi eti anu eti ni trim ni ade ba ko de tu onachi epem Hawa Koomson kokoso.
Boys never ho.
Yes. Or the tu onachi say or the Hawa Koomson. To be very honest, I have respected Hawa Koomson today because even sa akukudrona onyaya a man ye pepper spray no edugu what was. See, the only thing that saved Hawa Koomson's life today, pepper spray na odi can you see no, because you see the initial attack no was 30 people going on Hawa Koomson. Eti o spray sa pepper spray no e bought her some time and the man police for so reorganize your ho and moving into help her. Eti omo bone wo fam wo sa no then about 8 so you can see the police na police di ba ko bi na person so no won say the police for no person present and the boys do bufa police for no so look at the boy flying also fly eti omo pem no wie no eti after 10 minutes beating no and the police for no to be far Hawa Koomson no mo ne ko share classroom bi eti omo di akire ko sa classroom wo ina omo sign chom mu mienu biem ina one group ekọ da ko ni man so na omo amfa ne wanche no
Oh, Dakwa
Newman bo ma bo nene no. Oh, bo ma bo Dakwa Newman nene no. Because what happened is that
former MP Dakwa Newman.
What happened is that Dakwa Newman was trying to protect Hawa
Koomson, okay.
And I think the boys, to be very honest, they are not boys who can identify.
Yes.
Police. Okay. The boys could not really identify her immediately.
Yes.
But after Hawa Koomson was whisked away into the classroom, no, na mpobi abono. It's the next person ebe to me abono, and the Dakwa Newman. And then the almost started to move no. Na Nyankopon, emboa Nyankopon de boa mene say obi. Tell my boys no a breaky police for the barricade no mura compound one. And the police ni ba ko say miracles bra. Because the police guy clearly realized that if this guy should identify me, what you say? And the police so now say me so I read dro kakra. I read dro kakra. Oh, it's and there me bomb me say 2 times. Me so tell you na me fi police for no ho. Ejira jack in chain. Hey, it's the boy me say Joy News cameraman no cars bia park and a billboard bi gina ho na billboard no e wo fam kakra nti makote ho and a Joy News cameraman no ono no twa asade we yo e de ne camera no zoom in Hawa Koomson and a Jackie afo atena wall no so enti Jackie was on the wall enti Jackie no na wa blocking me nim tell me say Jackie saving my life no enti that Jackie a blocking me nim. So I just say now utie kasa mo kenyo mo say akwesinsia enti Jackie wasn't a target, so Jackie was okay from Joy News because but now akwesinsia no mo hwe no
akwesinsia ya akwesinsia Adum TV
akwesinsia so na no odin